Arun XLO Ziva, an elite active retirement community in Mahabalipuram, Chennai. For apartments and luxury villas, call 7288
Tamil Nadu, RN Ravi, who I know for quite some time. We had interacted in Delhi over issues of common interest. When he became the governor of Tamil Nadu, I was one of the happiest persons because his philosophy and vision were very much needed for Tamil Nadu. And that has flowered in the polity and discourse of Tamil Nadu. And you can see the change in the Raj Bhavan since then. Such a function in Raj Bhavan would have been unthinkable had Mr. Ravi not been the governor of Tamil Nadu. So thank you very much, sir, for changing the ecosystem of Tamil Nadu. And I am extremely happy that I participate in this function. Hari and Hema Hari have been a product of the Indian civilization's rise in the last quarter century. And they have come up with extremely critical work at very critical points in time, as Srinivasan Swami explained. And I have been one of the beneficiaries of their study. And as they were unveiling this work, I felt that I have much to learn from what you people have done. And I am extremely happy again to share platform with Dr. H.V. Pandey, who translated the Kambaramayanam into English. These are all the people who have built the intellectual resistance of Tamil Nadu against the distortions that have been taking place for over a century. And as we think of Rama as an inseparable part of Tamil Nadu, my memory goes back to the days when the Ram Janmabhoomi movement evolved in India. I was part of the movement. I was present when the movement was seeded. We never realized the power of Rama till we actually began chanting his name in the public domain, away from temples, away from homes. When Rama's name came into the streets of India, the country changed monumentally. In fact, there was a time when the concept of Ramarajya was regarded as communal in this country. Vande Mataram was detested. Those symbols which built the freedom movement of India, the spirit of India, the very idea of India, and generated the freedom movement in the most peaceful manner, unheard of in the history of the world. Those values, those symbolisms, including Ramarajya, had been banned in the polity and discourse of the country till the Ram Janmabhoomi movement arrived on the scene. As one of the persons who had been brought up in the normal traditional, the normal secular way of education and in business, in other areas, including journalism, for me it was a revelation that how Rama represented the philosophy of India. He gave the way of life of India. He defined the geography of India. He united India. He physically united India. And there is Rama everywhere. In fact, I had a discussion with the Honorable Governor about the communities and their roots. And one of the communities about which I discussed him was the Kallar community, who had a great role to play in the freedom movement of India, which they did not know. In 1755, they recovered the idols of Tirumogur temple which were being looted by the British. Because the pujaris went and requested them, because they were the only armed people at that time. They went and requested them that please recover our idols for us. And they went and ravaged the British and 5,000 colors died in the battle. This remained oral history till the color community participated in the Hindu fair which we had conducted, through which they came to know that they have to do some research about themselves, and the entire written history was found in the archives of the British. This war took place in 1755 in a place called Nattam Kanavai. And I requested the Honorable Governor, because the Tamil Nadu government did not allow that function to take place on the spot, symbolically that function was held here. And why I am mentioning this is that there is a place called the place where the Kallar and the Devendra Kulavelalar community fought. And in that temple, there has to be a car festival which had been stopped for the last 27, 28 years because of the struggle between the two. It is in that place, there is a story of Jatayu, one of the wings of Jatayu falling. And when they began to uncover this, they found the commonality and they began working on their source, and the color committee found that they had originally come from Ujjain, and that is explained in a place where they reside called Unjan Vilai, and the Unjama Devi Kali temple is here, which is the same as the Kali temple in Ujjain. And they found themselves completely linked. That is how in India people move from one end of the country to the other, because there was a common way of life. And the common way of life had common habits, common philosophy, and that is what Rama represented. And you see, the Ram Janmabhoomi movement completely changed the discourse in India, the direction of India, the polity of India, the way we look at ourselves. Rama redefined India. It is unfortunate in Tamil Nadu, for the last 100, 150 years, because of the conspiracy hatched by the British, a different mentality had been engineered and injected into our psyche. That's what we are fighting. This is a warfare. This warfare is not going to take place only in ballots. It has to take place through huge intellectual movement, cultural movement, and work like this will add to the sinews of that movement, and all of us will have to participate in this movement, because India is not a country which is just geography. It is not a country which is just politics. India existed long before any other country existed, because the word Rashtra is found in the Vedas. And if you look at all the Puranas, they define the borders. They not only define the borders, they say those who reside in this place are called Bharatiyas, and they believe in karma and rebirth. So you can understand that there was a way of life, the geography. Nowhere in the world, no country has been defined till the 17th and 18th, till the 18th and 19th centuries. Most of the nations which we call as nations in Europe, nation states in Europe, did not exist. Hobsbawm, one of the greatest historians, says the idea of nation never existed in Europe. It is the states that created the nations. Arun Shourie went to the extent of saying that it is marriages and concubinages which created states and nations in Europe. But we were nations from time immemorial, and Rama defined the geography of India, and that is why the integral part of his geographical movement is the culmination, what Hari and Hema explained. I am happy that the Honorable Governor has hosted this. It's a very important event in taking this message of Rama as an integrating factor of Tamil Nadu with the rest of India. Thank you very much.